I look cute. How do you feel? You feel like an angel? You feel heavenly?
I do, but I do think I need to cross my legs. Thank you.
Some things we are taking to the grave.
We have so many things the three of us will never share. And I mean, they stay right here. Like our other friends, sisters.
Period.
To the grave. That's what we say. And we'll remember, sometimes we say to the grave, and then we remind each other later, and you're like,
great.
That never happened.
Yeah. We really convince ourselves that something did not happen. And I'm so fine with that.
I've never asked you this, but I mean, this is the platform where we ask a whole lot of questions. Is it hard being like best friends with twins?
Our bestie is here.
You asked and I'm here.
I think any of us can call someone their friend, but I think it takes someone really, really special. And our bestie is just that. So I think with love, trust, respect, all of these things, we have been able to carry on a friendship for almost,
well, it's definitely over 20 years.
It is. And we've been saying that for almost 20 years.
Yes,
I
it's
feel
probably much longer than that.
You were saying 20
But that's
years
going to
before
age us, so I'm not going to exactly tell you how many years, but just it's 20 plus.
Yes, for sure.
But we look like we're 20.
Yeah.
Period, forever. Goals. So we are 100% sisters. And
Triplets.
Indeed.
With
How
Oreo.
dare I leave that out.
Hello.
We are the Oreo, if you haven't noticed. We're letting you guys in on how truly, madly, deeply in love we are and how our friendship runs incredibly deep.
This is a fun walk down memory lane.
It is a fun walk down memory lane. If I remember correctly, Malika. Okay,
If you don't, then
I know.
don't ask
Then
me
we're
any
in
Well, you know,
questions.
but my memory is not as good as both of you guys'. I don't think.
No, I think yours is actually better than both of ours.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No,
that's
you're not.
just it. I'm not okay.
Yeah, clearly. That is deranged.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it. You guys tell me if I'm right or wrong.
We're with you.
Okay, so Malika and I wanted to go to a private school, and we were also working at the same time, and Khloé happened to attend the private school we wanted to go to. So we went there for testing, we met a few friends, we were determined that this was gonna be the school for us. We did not keep the school, we did not keep a lot of the other friends, but we did in fact keep Khloé. And so Khloé had a best friend.
Okay, now this
she's
is the
getting-
story I'm
This
remembering.
is the part that
right?
you see all the time. Go ahead.
You didn't know that part? See, I guess I do remember more than she does. I love this.
No, but I like this story because I'm learning too in this
You
episode.
are? Did I make that up? I didn't make that up.
I don't think so. You don't.
fine.
I make up
I'm
things.
still
You don't
rolling.
make up things.
I
Yeah.
like your stories.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna happen.
Can I tell
the
my
entire
version
time.
next?
Yes.
Because it's a definitely
Yo, yours
different
is gonna
version.
get juicy.
Okay, I'll let you
fun
talk.
already.
I'll stop
Okay,
talking.
please.
Don't go to the movies with me.
Khloé.
Okay.
You didn't go to the movies.
No,
'Cause she doesn't-
Because I talk too much.
No, she does. She talks through the whole movie. That's one thing. If you didn't know, I'm just telling. Don't go to the movies with Khloé if you intend on watching.
Because if she loves it, she goes like this.
It's just too much.
The whole time.
The whole
She
time.
yells at the screen. You're like an older black woman in a movie theater. Like, watch out! No, he's coming. This is her.
It's called a heckler. That's what she does.
I'm invested.
Yes, that's good.
Okay,
That's smart. Okay,
continue.
completely off topic. So Khloé had a boy, Mel, guy best friend, and turns out Malika started dating him. Now, I don't even think you two had met at this point.
No.
You were hearing about each other.
I knew about my ex-best friend's girlfriend. He would always talk about her, but he didn't want us to meet because he was also
A dog.
possibly hooking up with one of our other friends. And so, which I found out later, but I had nothing to do with this. I didn't know her. And then one day I had to go to her boyfriend's house to pick something up. And lo and behold, Malika answered the door. And I got to meet Malika sort of on my own accord because he was refusing to introduce us. And we stopped and we chatted for a little bit. And then Malika invited me to a party. And that's when I met both of them. And at the
And she fell in love with me.
Yes, at the very beginning, me and Khadijah were inseparable because Khadijah and I were single and we just crazy. We're both very like-minded, her and I. And Malika was, booed up.
And love and committed.
Yeah.
And we thought it was boring.
It was. And I got into a car accident either after we met.
No,
Yeah.
you did.
And Khadijah took care of me. I was in a bad car accident. I went through my windshield. And Khadijah would do my hair for me because I wore a neck brace and a leg brace, and I just was not
It was bad.
the cutest.
I had to shower her.
Khadijah would help me.
I had to wheelchair her around. Remember we saw the Mariah Carey movie, the movie theaters?
Glitter.
And we got to sit in the handicap section because
Glitter.
I could just wheel you right.
We're probably the only people that saw Glitter, and we loved it. We had a lot of movie nights, and yeah, we bonded.
We did. We were close. We used to play bumper cars with our Tahoes. I don't know if our parents would be really happy to hear that now.
Mind you, she started this. I think we were like following each other somewhere, and she pulled up behind me, but then she bumped me.
It was a light tap.
It was like enough where I was like, oh my gosh, someone just hit me. I just got, and I turned around and I looked, and I was like, yes. Just hit me, and then it just started. If you got,
It was a light little
we
roll
would just,
tap.
every time we were following each other or going somewhere, if we were in our cars or our big tanks back in the day,
We
Chevrolet
weren't like
Tahoes were
ramming each other. We were just like love
they were
tapping each
good
other.
bumps.
The very interesting part is we've been friends for so long. I always worked with my sister. And when Khadijah moved away, I started working with Khloé at Dash. And as Khloé's career evolved, she left the store. I wasn't nearly as excited about being at the store because I really wanted to be with her. I was so used to like one security blanket, then I jumped to the next security blanket. And then after a while, Khloé's like, well, you don't really want to be here. Like, just come with me and you can be my assistant. So then we were together all the time. So as time just progressed, I stayed as anchored to her as her career just took off, and then it evolved, and we started to film together, and then we got to do fun things. Like she would call me like, hey, when you get back, just so you know, my mom got something for us. So it was just always really nice to be able to not just like kick it and hang out with your sister and your best friend, but also to have careers together. I've had so much fun over the years. I can't pick like one thing I've absolutely loved doing, but Becca BFF collection was obviously like a dream come true for me.
And Malika deals with me really well because I'm very
Oh,
particular
don't I?
and a little, obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, tell the
and-
truth about yourself,
yeah.
ma'am.
Oh, I do.
Thank
They're
you.
all compliments in my opinion. So I am a very particular type of, type A personality, and Malika handles it very well.
I really do. I just allow her to be her entire
And her.
self.
She allows me to be her and me.
Yeah, she
handles it well.
And I don't mind,
She lets you play both people.
Yeah.
It's great.
And
And
Malika does
sometimes-
not like that color. No, she doesn't.
Malika doesn't.
Yeah.
No, Malika doesn't want that. Thank you. It takes a lot of work out of being Malika, to be honest with you.
Helpful. She's just being helpful.
She
But
is.
it's made for really good a working relationship, I think.
But
think
I
so.
say, aside from work and all those things, we would never be able to do any of the things that we do together if it weren't for the beautiful soul that is Khloé. Like, she doesn't, and I'm not really trying to get all mushy on you. You're like, oh my God, if you cry, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just saying that she is more so like, I always tell this, I'm like, you're a hard-boiled egg. Once you get past that shell, she's just all squishy and yummy in the inside, but everybody
not.
doesn't get to
Yes,
get
she-
past the shell. And I'm really thankful that Khadijah and I got past the shell, whether that was bumper cars or dumb ex-boyfriends. We have a lifetime of love and friendship between us.
Dumb and boring.
Dumb and
But if
boring.
that is what you have to do to get
Yeah.
to this, then I'm sure
Then I'm
a
down
lot of
for
people
it.
would do it.
Absolutely.
I honestly
Friendship.
think the most exhilarating is that we're able to evolve with one another through every stage.
Yeah.
Because to say that, normally your 20s is when you really filter out a lot of people and BS.
Yeah.
And it's when you're, finding your career, you're finding your real core circle group and starting your families or, at least envisioning that, whether
Yeah.
that be your spouses or whatever. For us to be able to go through like those crazy teenage stage to wild early 20s to then, trying to figure out what our careers are going to be, to endless boyfriends and this and that, and then to have kids together. I mean, I think that's the most exhilarating, is that we're able to have so many different phases with one another and that we evolve with each other and we don't hold each other back.
Amen.
I mean, I think you really
mastered
answered
that.
the hell out of that. I
Mastered
just,
it.
And I agree. And to your point, I think it's been great to see each other through everything, the good and the bad. They're on each other's wedding days. You know, they're, even if it's just FaceTime
Divorce
while we're
days.
having divorce days.
All of those.
Having children. Khloé is Christian's godmother, celebrating that, her being there at his baptism, her being there for him just as a young man to go, Mommy, you know, I was talking to my godmother about, like, that's really special to me.
The fact that he's 10.
It's
Double digits.
We'll both go crazy over that. It's
Yeah.
just, it's
So
it's
weird.
and seeing that through, it's like we feel like that's our kid. Like, I was able to share so much of my life with Malika because it started from the womb. But then, like she said, she's our triplet. So then someone else came along and it's like, great, now we get to do this for 3 of us. So
No, but it's like an
great.
endless support system, and I think that that's what I would convey to anyone if they were to say, so what is it that keeps you guys' relationship strong or together for so long? And it really is the definition of unconditional love. If people could see our group chats, we talk about any and everything with each other, and we don't always agree on things, but no matter what, our commitment to each other is that of sisters. So it means if I don't like what you said, I will tell you. If I don't think you're being the best to yourself, I will tell you. If I don't think you're being the best to someone else, I will also tell you that. And we still don't waver in where
Or
we
we
stand.
get annoyed with each other.
Yeah,
like,
it's
we'll
normal.
talk shit about the other one to the other
do.
one. And like, that's normal what sisters do.
that's what
like,
sisters do.
If
That's what
let's
you do with
just
your
say-
sisters.
Yeah.
That's what we do with our sister.
If Malika's annoying me or just annoying how she's talking about something, like I might hit up Khadijah and be like, listen,
Why
it's not
was
that deep, but
Yeah.
she's so annoying.
Yeah.
And then we
so
get over it.
emotional
And
so
then,
blah.
no, like sometimes it's like sisters, like you just have to get that they're on a ride. So vent about it, release it, and then you're good.
And move on.
Yeah.
And that's like, we just know how to deal with each other. We also know how to do nothing with one another. And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Truly important.
We
Yeah.
can sit in
Like-
a room and not
You have
say
to
not one
entertain
word.
somebody all the time, and that's just when you're
Yeah.
really comfortable. And those are the things I just don't want to figure out with new people.
Yeah.
God,
We're good at traveling together.
I always feel like I get left out of the two of you guys' ridiculous fun. When you guys go to party, you're just a little bit different.
What?
You
I
and Khadijah
do.
were so drunk in Connecticut, and I was actually fine.
I think
Oh,
it's
we were
because you were the
wasted
one
in
feeding us
Connecticut.
all the shots. You made sure that
Yeah.
we had
I did.
more than you.
For sure.
And then you laughed at us the whole time on the car ride and the plane ride because we were
Oh, she
hurting.
did.
For sure.
I was oh God, I was so hungover.
But
was
how
good
were you
times.
left out?
No, but you guys just do. Sometimes you don't know this. I'm sharing
feels
something
double
with you.
teamed.
Sometimes, no, I'm always
Whatever.
double teamed by you guys. I wasn't even gonna bring that up again. I'm just saying in general. Sometimes when we're having fun, the two of you are like the same kind of like energy,
we don't get
and I'm
to
just
see
like,
each other as much.
That's true.
okay, well
So-
at least that's accountability. I can accept that.
Yeah.
But it's never like a
so you're like, when
target.
she's
So are you
around,
gonna let it
don't
go?
really need me.
Okay, good.
Okay.
As long as you let
As
it
long
go.
as you know you
mean,
said
hold
it.
on
and you
to
do
I'm
it,
the
then
first one to say
fine.
I'm sorry in 2 seconds because I do not have an
That's
ego,
true.
and I'm like, oh, I hurt your. Okay, I'm so sorry.
So sorry,
like,
I didn't mean
I
that.
hate people who cannot apologize at all, or I apologize for just. Say
Wait, do
sorry.
I apologize? Was that me or do I apologize?
No, I wasn't talking about
Okay,
you.
good. I'm just checking.
You apologize.
What
you
is your
just need to
insecurities
be-
about? That's your own guilt.
No,
It's not
look, I'm
your
just
guilt.
checking.
No, I was
do
just
think
saying
to
that
both of them.
I will apologize in 2 seconds because I just don't want to fight. Let's just move on.
You
I
will.
agree. I
So
don't want
I'm
to fight.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Say sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I definitely have different individual relationships with both of the twins, I think, and it changes over the years and I think where we are in our lives. When we are together, me and Khadijah are really silly and goofy, I would say, way more than Malika likes to be. Yeah. Me and Khadijah are way more into sports and things like that.
Talking trash.
Yeah, we love to,
really
we're
like our thing.
competitive, we like to
Like
talk
games.
trash. We do, it's like,
Malika doesn't really care about that sometimes. So.
no. And when we play games, we are just kind of ruthless and
Kind of.
evil. And that's just who we are.
It is.
But we have a lot of fun.
Yes.
And me and Khadijah are kind of down for whatever most of the time.
Malika might overthink it a little bit.
Well, she's always like, oh, I don't know. Like it's always something.
Wait, how does she sound?
I don't know. guys, this is a bad idea.
That's
always-
that does.
I don't know. you
Someone
guys.
has to be a thinker.
We're gonna
Okay,
get in
I'm a
trouble.
thinker.
Like, we're not gonna get in trouble. You guys,
fine.
they're gonna call the cops. I don't know.
Oh, you know when she did that when we got in a fight in the middle of the street?
She does it all the time.
Yeah, but
guys,
that's
we're
the one
gonna
that
get
was
in
like,
so
you guys, oh my God, get
trouble.
out of the middle of the street.
You're gonna hurt each other.
Why are you fighting and wrestling
She
on the
tackled
concrete
me.
in the street? Who wouldn't tell you guys it's
There
not
were
a
no
good idea?
cars.
Oh,
like-
it was
so
like
we
3
should
in the
wait until the
morning.
cars
Tuesday in the
come.
morning, there were no cars.
Nobody
Do you
was
hear
there.
what they're explaining as normalcy?
You shouldn't break in there. Like, she always has an excuse about something.
We can just hop this. No, we can't. No, we shouldn't.
We've had fun.
Anyways, so Khadijah and I are a little more like on the fly, adventurous, but we also respect each other's serious moments and like, okay, this is mommy time. But like, there's definitely 2 different sides to us. Then Malika and I, we are sort of like private detectives.
Amen.
At the
Very
same
much
time,
so.
we are normally up to no good, but with
PIs.
good intentions.
You normally won't know what we're up to, but let me finish. your
Yeah,
story.
no, you normally won't know what we're up to. That's why private.
I think our relationship gets very serious at
Very
times.
serious. But Malika and I are super, super close.
Yes.
But like
Sometimes like scary.
really close.
Like we do
Yeah.
and say the same things, or like I'll show up to the house and we're like wearing the same thing. Like we're just like weirdos.
How we
Yeah,
feel
the
about
different-
each other.
I
Yeah,
think you
we
guys
are-
is like a more intimate relationship, or at least that's
Yes.
how I would say.
No, it's definitely more intimate. But Malika and I definitely have fun together. I don't want
Yeah.
anyone thinking she's not fun. She's
She's
just
fun.
more safe.
Yes,
Or
she's
she'll-
safe fun.
She is. She just always is like, did you sign the waiver yet? Like, it's always things like that where we're just like, just do
It's
it.
like nobody else is talking about that right now.
But she's also
thank God.
like she'll do things that I would never do. Like I'm not gonna bungee jump and she's gonna bungee jump. Like she's a daredevil.
I am.
Where I no. And
Just,
with
like, won't
that
see it
stuff,
coming.
both feet are on the ground. Like she'll jump
Yeah.
out of a plane. No. I'm
And
not.
Turks and Caicos, remember we jumped off that ship, but honestly, the only reason I said yes first was because I thought all 3 of us were gonna do
No,
it.
I saw the
and
rust
you
and
stayed in the boat.
Yeah, I'm not getting hepatitis C for that. I know when to be a rebel and when I'm going to sit on the boat and drink my Mai Tai. I'm not jumping off some rusty ship to prove what to who. Please.
Fun.
Fun. I'm having fun. And I did by myself on the boat
You
until
did.
you guys came down.
You were
But that's what I love though, is that even if I'm gonna do something crazy, even if she's not gonna do it with me, she's gonna cheerlead for me from the top and she'll be waiting for me when I get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not even always
good
about
at my
doing
space.
everything you need to do, but like just being a support system.
We never had a conversation about you guys being on Keeping Up. It's just sort of like
No, it
all or
sounded
nothing.
No, it sounded
Yeah.
like the cameras are walking in, like, just so you know.
You're here all the time, so
It's just how we
That's
are.
it. It's like, hey, we're doing a
kinda
show.
want to do it. You don't want to blow your face. I don't think there was like.
Probably.
I don't
You don't
think
want to
there
be
was
silly
like-
and blur your face, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was in Dash. This is when I was working there. Your mom was like, we're doing a show. Everybody look alive. Sign that right there. Let's go. I was like, all right.
Sounds like her.
Here we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds like her. Yeah, no, me and Court both we were like, we just want to film at our stores.
Yeah.
And my mom sort of misled us a little bit. Was like, yeah, we're just going to film at the stores. That's all you have to do. And we did it, but we didn't really know what we were getting into. And then I think probably the same with you guys. We were just like, okay, well, we're already here. We'll just do it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
knew whatever she was doing, we were riding with her.
And
And
then
that
it
is
just
so many
kind of
years later.
snowballed into something else. But at the beginning, I don't think any of us knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
Something very beautiful.
Then we had to like adjust when like people would treat our best friend like she was Michael Jackson. It was just like,
I was like, we know she's
You're
bomb, but like, what?
Who are you talking about?
who are these thousands of people screaming your
Who do you
name
want
when
a
we'd
photo
walk
of
in
her?
somewhere? Right. It was an adjustment, and I think that's just what's so great about it. Like our journey has been so colorful and has had so many levels because when Malika and I were shooting ATL, Khloé was on set with us.
my
And
God,
not
I
just one
loved
time.
it.
She would leave and
was
She
there
would
come
for
back.
stay
and
for us like half the
Months.
yeah,
It
she
was
was there
the
with us like
best.
the
Yeah.
whole
Or
time we
weeks.
shot the
She was
movie.
like, "You're gonna be there filming for 3 months? Well, I'm gonna come a couple of times."
Oh,
Like,
I was an extra. It was like at the skating rink. I was there trying to roller skate. I loved
Guys,
it.
this is like real behind the scenes stuff that no one would ever know about our
No, I
relationship and how we
thrived.
support each other.
I was thriving. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me just tell you, this girl's the cutest on the planet. When Khadijah and I did the movie Sky High, she bought our outfits for our premiere. I'm just saying, the most supportive friend. I don't even know if that might have been Khloé's last couple of dollars that month or whatever, but she's always, I'm just saying, she's always just really celebrated us.
Your last couple of dollars.
I would.
She would, and I'm very sure that she has before been like, I could eat this whole meal by myself, but here's a piece of chicken. She just has that kind of heart. So it's not very difficult for us to return the same thing she's always given us. So,
The good old days.
let's be clear,
days.
keeping
ATL.
up blessed us, all of us, okay?
Absolutely.
So, your gift was, and I always say this to your mom over and over again, I'm like, thank God for what you've done for your family, because it's also affected your extended family in such an amazing way. And thank God we can say that's within friendships and genuine places. You look at so many ensemble cast shows and they really genuinely don't like each other.
Yeah.
And we can say we have spent our lives with our family and our friends. And
No, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
For sure. I mean, there's definitely been some
I
fights.
have many.
You guys over the flip-flops.
Wait, over the flip-flops. What was that one?
You guys don't remember about the Javiana sandals? And you and Malika wouldn't talk for a month?
Really? And my go-to is we've been down since Javiana's and Chevrolet Tahoes. That's my thing.
You guys fought over Javiana sandals.
Did she steal my sandals?
No, you.
Is that
No,
what
I
it
think
was?
you gave them to me and then I left them somewhere and didn't remember, and you were so mad at me about it. And I was like, oh my God, I'll buy you more sandals. You're like, that's not the point. And I was like, oh my God, she's really tripping over these $3 sandals.
But
It's
didn't
it's
I
just,
say
if it was
earlier that
anyone
they
else-
would remember stuff? I said this.
You did.
I
but-
don't even remember
And
this.
I remember weird things, and that was one that really scarred me. That I was like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe it, but I think,
No, you guys wouldn't talk.
but I think
about
Khloé and I
sandals.
got down to the bottom of that with you.
Yeah,
Because I remember you
obviously
saying,
it
if they
wasn't
were
about
Khloé sandals, you would have remembered to give them back
You
to
guys
her. And I was just
felt-
like,
No, because you
are you
felt
serious?
the twins were being. You felt like she was becoming more my twin than yours, and it was something over. It was like a whole respect
bet.
thing.
It was a respect issue. So yes, the
And I
root.
think that's been a similar reoccurring argument, has been where sometimes they feel that one of them is slipping away. Either if Khadijah, was getting married in her life, then Malika felt that Khadijah was leaving her. So Malika, out of spite, because Malika can be spiteful, would hang out with me more just to piss off Khadijah. So me not really being their triplet, if you couldn't tell, you have to stay in your lane and still know that they're going to be together forever. And so even though they're fighting, never pick a side, just always be Switzerland. Yeah.
More than anything is change and positivity, or just accepting change and staying positive within it.
That's, the overall feeling for all three of us is that we, I think, lead with positivity, understanding, and forgiveness. I would say with Khadijah, what I really love from her, which has been for a really long time, is her relationship with God, and how she'll always remind us of that, even at her, I think, hardest times in her life, that didn't waver. And that was always really inspiring to me, at least. And, especially when you're really going through something and that is just so strong, I think that always reminded me to keep that relationship strong, and you don't necessarily have to go to a church to have it. And I don't know, I love that piece about Khadijah that I'm not sure everyone knows about. And then, with Malika, I just think her resilience and her ability to persevere is really aspirational. And that even though Malika can be really hard on herself, she's always really positive about everybody else. I wish she gave herself that kindness, but it's just really nice to be exposed to that, to see her perseverance, to see her, be this crusader and push through life, but then always hear her positive affirmations towards others.
They're both really big protectors in me. I know I could run away to Timbuktu, and if I make a mistake, one of them is gonna go, okay, so I'll get your flight, another person will get this. Everything you need will be done.
Yeah, one thing we all share in common is respect, and I think our desire to, stay in the positive. It's really hard, I think, when you're friends with people who are not like-minded. I'm sure that's just really draining all the time.
Yeah.
So I think just to all be like-minded and sort of in sync with the energy that we're having that day. Or I think our energy is really powerful that we're able to kind of redirect it. If someone is having a bad day.
We can change the course of how one of us feels, or two of us, or all of us feels.
I agree with that.
I think there's been so many things that have happened in life just recently too, that like we've all been kind of bummed. Like we can make each other laugh even if it's for 15 seconds.
I think we, truly have so much respect for one another. I think we're madly obsessed with each other and we're deeply in love with one another.
Boom.
Truly, madly, deeply.
So we also just wanted to give you like a small token of our appreciation.
Okay.
It's your birthday soon.
Yep. Oh, no.
It's not a big deal.
I don't like things.
Can you,
I just
Ryan,
want
can
to
you?
give you your flowers.
Yeah, just give them
that's
to
so
you
beautiful.
today.
Oh my gosh, thank
And
you.
that's probably really heavy.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
These are so beautiful. Thank you.
you're very
You
welcome.
guys know how much I love flowers. That's so
I do.
nice.
Love you, boo. Thanks for coming on.
At what moment did you know you had a friend for life? Comment below. Hey, new friends, don't forget to hit the bell right next to the subscription button. That was not what she said, was it?
That is, you said it.